when we have two unknown variables in an inequality, we can graph it on a coordinate plane to make it more intuitive to visualize and to see what satisfies this inequality and what doesn't. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find ordered pairs for coordinates of a line on your coordinate plane. So what you do with that is you make whatever symbol you have. In this case, you have a greater than sign. Make it an equality sign just for now, just so we can figure this out. And you write the expression. As you have that, go ahead and solve for one of the variables. It's easiest if we just plus x to both sides. That way you have y equals 1 plus x. And now let's figure out our ordered pairs. So to do that, we simply look at when x, say, is 1, y is going to be 2. When x equals 2, y is 3. And when x is 3 plus 1, y is going to be 4. Now we figure out ordered pairs. Let's go ahead and write them out in mathematical notation. So one of them is going to be 1, 2, 2, 3, and then 3, 4. These are your ordered pair. So now we can go ahead and graph these and find the line. So 1 over and 2 up is 1. The other one was 2 over and 3 up. The last one is right here. So we already know where this line is. But before you mark it, there's something very important. We need to go back to the first expression with the inequality sign. Now we're going to actually make sense of this right here. When you draw a solid line, when this is either greater than or equal to, or if it's less than or equal to. That means if there's an underscore under that, then you will write a solid line. If it's not, if it's just a greater than or a less than, you're going to use dash marks for your line. And this is how it would look. Just like this. Not a solid line. Okay, so now that we have that, the next step is to take a coordinate from each half of this line on each side. So you see it separates it from this bottom half and this top half here. So let's go ahead and choose 2 up for x and 2 up for y coordinate and -2 for the x. So this point right here is going to be -2, 2. So we're going to use that point, and let's figure out one down here. So this one, 3, -3. So now we have a point on each side. Let's go ahead and put them into our original inequality and see if they satisfy. And what we're trying to figure out is one of the halves on either side of this line satisfies that inequality. We need to figure out which side that is, because that side will provide us with all values and ordered pairs that satisfy our unknown inequality. So we do know that the original inequality was this down here. So let's plug in -2 for x negative 2, and y was just 2. Okay, is this in fact greater than 1? Well, if you see, you have two negatives timesing each other, so they become positive. So this is 4 is greater than 1. That is true. So we figured out something, but let's go ahead and plug in the other one just to make sure. So negative 3 for y minus positive 3 is greater than 1. Negative 6 is greater than 1. This is false. Okay, so we figured it out. The ordered pairs that satisfy this inequality are on the top half. So what you do is you just shade in with a light pencil, you shade in the top half, and that's how you solve and graph the solution set.